Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited because I finally got my hands on the By Mario Master Matte palette. A little bit dirty just because I have been making a lot of use out of it the last few days, especially for work. It's the shade range there. I've been waiting for months to grab this palette, so I thought why not let's create a Makeup by Mario inspired makeup look. Most of his looks are very natural, very everyday, but they're very glam at the same time. That's what I love about his makeup. Let's get into it. So I've actually done my eyebrows this morning. We're just going to go straight in with the Schwarzkopf Got to Be Glued, and we are going to do laminated brows, popping like about that much product on the back of your hand and then grabbing a disposable spoolie and just mixing it in with the product, kind of just like going back in the opposite direction of your hairs, just making sure that your brow hairs are actually getting literally coated with this product. If anyone is actually wondering why I only do laminated brows, especially like this year, it's because I haven't had my brows done in so long. You don't have to worry about getting your brows done because they just look good. Now what you're going to do is go in with another disposable spoolie, brush the hairs upwards just like that. You just go in with your finger and just flatten the hairs down. What I like to do is I kind of just like to go back in with my ends and just kind of flare the ends out a bit. Once the glue has dried and you're happy with how your brows are looking, you're gonna go in with a wet wipe, literally just like swipe really hard along the edges of the brows, making sure that all the glue is gone. Now I'm just gonna prep my face using the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. So I got a mini just to start with, just to make sure that I like the product first. This is really good though, I have been enjoying it. It's quite like a thick sort of consistency. Really good for adding that extra hydration into your skin. Because it is like the more colder season in winter time, my skin has definitely gotten a lot more drier in some areas of my face. It's kind of like to use this to kind of boost that moisture. It definitely does have like a kind of a strange consistency because once it's on your face it feels very like tacky. In a way I guess it could be good because you know that the makeup is definitely going to stick there. Now we're going to prep our eyes using the Powerflex concealer by Tarte. I like it in terms of how thick the product is, so a little does go a long way. I believe the Tarte C range is more focused on like dry skin types. Set the concealer on your eyelids with some powder, can be any powder. Alright, the real fun begins. Oh, I didn't actually know this. I don't really look at the back of my eyeshadow palettes, but it's got like the names of the mattes. It's literally just simple. Matte 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all the way up to 12. So every time I look at this palette, I always get inspired and I always just kind of think smoky, fox eye, soft. Like those three styles perfectly describe this palette in my opinion. Let's try do a fox smoky eye, shall we? We're going to take the shade Matte 2 and we're going to use this as our transition shade. This shade right here. We're going to pop that just in our crease area. Popping that all over your lid, mainly in the crease area and blending upwards. And we are going to wing the eyeshadow just slightly out today. So now we're going to deepen it up with the shade Matte 4. The shade right here. And just using the same brush. This is just the Morphe Nikita N4 brush. And just using like back and forth motions just to blend out the pigment and just kind of building the pigment up as you go as well. Alright, I think that's good enough. We're going to deepen up some more though. Also, just while I'm cleaning my brushes as I go, this is the brush cleaner that I'm currently using by Cinema Secrets. It's actually really good just for like a really quick, easy cleaner. It's really good at getting stains out as well. So now I'm going to be using the Nikita N3 blending brush. And this one I quite like because it really just focuses on your crease area only. I'm going to deepen up more with the shade Matte 8, which is the shade just here. And we're going to focus this mainly in the crease area but more towards the outer corner of the eye. Can't wait for summer as well because I feel like this palette is gonna be perfect summertime palette just for those everyday like smoky natural looks. So excited. I'm just gonna go back in with a brush that I was using previously, just with the leftover product, just buff out those edges slightly. And so your eyeshadow should be looking something like this right now. I know it might look a little bit messy, but don't worry, when it comes to makeup it's a trust the process kind of thing. And just like with a really thin creasing brush, this is the Exo Beauty Slim Crease brush. I quite like using this brush to kind of get a more precise blend. I'm gonna take the shade Matte 10, which is this one here, and we're just literally going to focus this just on the outer part of our eye only, placing it in your crease and just blending like so. Again, taking just like any fluffy brush that we're using and just using the excess to buff out the edges. Using a flat eyeshadow brush, we're going to go in with matte number 1, so this is just very light neutral shade right here, and just kind of like popping it just below the crease area. It's the first time I've used this shade. It's quite pigmented. Placing the eyeshadow on the lid and kind of creating a shape as if you were doing a cut crease. Going back in with your fluffy brushes and just buffing out the edge here. Now going in with an angle brush, we're going to use this to create a smoky liner look, and we're going to be taking that very dark black shade, which is matte 12. So just this very dark shade right here. Using the corner of your eye as a guide. Halfway through that wing that you've created, create another line connecting it to the top of your lash line. And just using the excess of that 12 and brushing it all the way over. And then just doing my back and forth motions just on the very end of the liner, so it kind of smokes it out a little bit. Now we're going to clean up our edges just using the cotton bud and just wiping away like that. Now let's move on to the face. Obviously our face is primed using the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. For foundation I am going to be using the Nars Sheer Glow. So because we are trying to do a look inspired by Mario, I think having a sheer subtle foundation is kind of a good way to go because a lot of his looks are very natural and soft. Now we are going to sculpt our face using the sculpting stick by Mario. I use the shade medium, so I'm just going to warm the product with my finger first, so it's easy to blend once it's on my face. And just going in with an angle brush, focus the product in this area here. And just using soft patting motions. Honestly, I love this cream contour bronzer, it's like my favourite. It doesn't look orange, like a lot of cream bronzers can look very orange. Now we're just going to go in the concealer using our Tarte Powerflex. Just doing that dotting technique. Going in with your concealer brush, this is the Sephora number 57 concealer brush. Soft patting motions. And focusing the concealer in the area where you've placed it. Using a brush for your concealer. Even your foundation as well is quite nice because it does add a more full coverage look. It doesn't matter if you haven't blended your concealer fully because I always like to go over it with a sponge anyway. But because we are creating like a matte eye, I do plan on doing a matte lip. I do want the skin to be a little bit dewy, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my face but just the under eye area only. Going in with my Huda Beauty Easy Loose Powder. This is the Pound Cake shade. I did actually buy the next shade up in Banana Bread. I kind of felt like this made my foundation go a little bit light. When I try that one on, it kind of oxidizes and makes my foundation go a little bit darker. So I'm kind of like, let's just take your powder puff. You can use damp beauty blender as well for this, otherwise just a dense fluffy brush will do the trick. So just with the excess, I am going to just use it to kind of carve out my contour slash bronzing. See how it kind of just defines it a little bit more? So I am going to add a little bit of powder blush. This is the Sephora blush in the shade Flirted Up number 6. Just looks like that. So just taking your blush brush, literally an angle brush, but I use the Sephora blush brush in number 93. I feel like we're going to add no highlighter today and no lashes. So we're going to do no highlighter, no lashes. We'll go straight in with our mascara and lip liner. Using Size Up mascara. Literally, I've used this long enough that it's pretty much a better than sex dupe. You heard it from me first. Applying your mascara. Using the zigzag motions for separated lashes. I do feel like we need to do a little bit more something with the under eye area, so I think I might smoke it out just slightly. Going in with our flat eyeshadow brush, we're going to take the shade Matte 4, that was this one here. I might add the Matte 1 shade just in my inner corner. We're going to take the Mecca Max Pout pencil in the shade Plush, and we're going to use this to line up our lips. And now I'm going to take the Mellow Cosmetics Matte Liquid Lipstick, and this is in the shade Ibiza. And just using your finger to blend out that lipstick. We're going to now set our makeup, and I'm going to be using the Sephora setting spray today. I'm so excited because this was another product I finally got my hands on. It's pretty cheap as well, pretty affordable. Retails for $28. I've only used it once so far and I actually quite liked it. So it's meant to give your makeup 16-hour wear. It's transfer proof, sweat and humidity resistant as well. Pretty much just does the exact same as any other setting spray except the price. The price is what makes it even better. I'm just going to give that a little shake. I also really love the nozzle of the setting spray because once it's sprayed onto your face, you can actually just feel it like just gently misting and kind of getting everywhere on your face. Would highly recommend. And And there we have it. This is the completed Makeup by Mario inspired look. Just a very natural fox eye sort of look with a little smoky line, just to add a bit more detail to the look. However, the whole look remains soft. This is a perfect look for just going out for lunch, going out for like a dinner date with somebody. If you guys haven't already, I would highly recommend getting this product. Absolutely love it. Colors are very versatile, suitable for all skin tones, small and compact, perfect for a makeup kit. Even if you have a handbag, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you love the look. Let me know how you get on if you decide to recreate this look. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe and share my videos around, and I'll see you guys all in my next video.